Good boo, my dudes. How the hell are you? I hope you've been keeping well, and whatever you've been up to this week has been a little bit spooky. Ooh.
I ain't got no body.
Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering KORN, the band, not the vegetable. But before we get there, let's do some metalhead musings, shall we? Today's Metalhead Musings comes from Aaron. 852 Aaron. What does the 852 stand for? Is that how many times you've watched Soul Singer Discovers? That would be weird because I only have about 150 videos. Aaron says, one thing I love about metal shows these days is you go to see a band you like and there are almost always a bunch of great bands supporting them. Aaron is talking about the fact that last night I popped up a community post about the fact I was going into Glasgow to watch Tesseract. Ooh. One thing I will say for metal bands, they do seem to carry with them really fantastic support. Like, they don't mess around with their support. For sure in other genres, I would say sometimes the support is just any old dog shit they can just sort of get together. Do you know what I mean? Tesseract were fantastic. There was like this weird light show and this big spooky voice that was pushing the narrative along. Dan, the lead singer, was absolutely out of this world. He did both his distorted and his melodic vocals flawlessly. It was pretty amazing. And there was lots of lovely people there. And I might well have been the shortest person there. Yes, I'm short, okay? There's nothing I can do about it. But everyone was super lovely. It was a really fun gig. So thank you, Aaron. Do feel free to go and check out my community posts when I post other ramblings that I'm talking about. Also, some of you have recently found my Instagram and have followed that nonsense. What I would say is you can check me out on Instagram if you wish. It's a lot of me doing gigs and my dog and holidays, I'll be honest. But there's also stuff about my gigs and my singing on there, so you might want to go and look, I don't know. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering KORN. Now, I have a weird vision of KORN, because I know who Jonathan Davis is. What? I know who Jonathan Davis is because many moons ago, I went to see a film called Queen of the Damned. As you all know, I have an obsession with vampire movies and books. Apart from Twilight can get directly in the bin because it is, in fact, dog shit. I went to see Queen of the Damned. I had read all of the Anne Rice books. I was very excited because I loved Interview with a Vampire. And I sat through that film and I thought, that was complete garbage. I love it. If you watch Queen of the Damned as a standalone film and not the sequel to Interview with a Vampire, it does make it, I mean, still garbage, it's still complete garbage, but it's good garbage, okay? It's good garbage. So of course, when I hyper-focus on something that I love, I have to learn everything about it and stay in the universe for a long time, something that I tend to do. So I went and looked up everything I could find about it, and then I thought, oh, I can buy the soundtrack and the score. Oh, I listened to the soundtrack and the score on repeat for months and months and months and months. Jonathan Davis was the producer of the soundtrack and he had a hand in the score as well. So he created this metal soundtrack that went along with the film, and he actually sung the parts of Lestat, who is a rock star in it. Don't ask questions. If you haven't seen it, just go and watch it. One thing I loved about the album and the score is that they used double harmonic minor for the music. And it's one of my favourite modes, and I'm not entirely sure if it's not because of Queen of the Damned, which would be a terrible reason for it, but you know, we all make mistakes, okay? So yeah, I have this weird, very focused point of knowledge about a band I've never listened to. Because you would think that I love the soundtrack so much, so of course I would go and listen to KORN. No, I didn't. Because at the time I was like, no, I'm not interested in KORN. I'm only interested in Queen of the Damned. If Jonathan Davis wants to create a band where he plays Lestat, I'll listen to the shit out of that. I don't give a fuck about KORN. But you know who does? Rosie the Robot.
KORN, also known as Maze. Oh, hang on. KORN is an American nu metal band from Bakersfield, California, formed in 1993. The band is notable for pioneering the nu metal genre and bringing it into the mainstream.
Okay, so let's get into it. Today we're going to be listening to Freak on a Leash, which is an absolutely outstanding name for a song. So KORN, Freak on a Leash. Boop! It's animation.
Takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's raped and taken from me, from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
Uh-oh.
Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.
Is he wearing a kilt?
Feeling like a freak on a leash.
Pausing. Okay, I think this is going to be one of these ones where I'm not capable of being balanced. Because I have no objectivity around this. I'm not capable of being balanced. But yeah, I'm not capable of being balanced. Because here's the thing, right? I love this already. I love this already because it's Jonathan's voice, and Jonathan's voice is a nostalgic thing for me. Because when I hear it, it reminds me of the soundtrack, and then I'm like back in that place of listening to all of that. So yeah, he's also wearing a kilt. How dare he? I mean, he should. It's cool. I also love the animation. I love animation so much. I went through my whole childhood and teens preparing for the day as an adult where I would stop liking cartoons and I wouldn't find them funny anymore, and I was really sad about it, and it never happened. Which is why when everyone else is like, oh my god, have you watched The Wire? It's like such an amazing programme. And I'm like, no. But I have watched hundreds of reruns of Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob SquarePants and Bob's Burgers. I'm a loser, okay? Deal with it. Deal with it and move on. Yeah, I really like the fact that they started with animation and then it went into the real world. It's like the Dorothy going from black and white to colour. I love I love a big transition like that. And so far I really like it. And sort of stylistically, that sort of wavy, phased, underwater guitar pedal sound feels stylistically prevalent in this era, but I'm not sure because obviously I don't have a huge knowledge of metal, but this feels very of its time. So let me know in the comment section if that's correct. Let's keep going.
Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free, is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never
Okay. Yeah, there was no version of me that wasn't going to really enjoy that. There just wasn't. I realised that I haven't been balanced about listening to his voice because all I can hear is the vampire Lestat. What I would say is he uses a lot of twang. Like it's very forward facing kind of tone, which I can imagine would probably annoy some people. Like vocalists that are more forward facing in their mask and tend to be, maybe, I don't think Jonathan is, but like quite nasal, they do tend to get a harder time of it than other vocalists. So I can see there may be people who don't like his voice. I am not one of them because I am blinded by nostalgia. I'm okay with it. I mean, he did some of that distorted stuff. Okay, he did some of that distorted stuff and like da 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 da. But what was this metal scatting? What is this, like, I mean, to be fair to him, when he's doing that, like, ba, 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 I don't know exactly what he was doing. That does require the ability to create that distortion on the vocal fold. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's not conjured it from nowhere, or he has, but, you know, he needed to be able to do it. So I don't think I've ever heard that before. We're going to call it metal scat. Whatever you do, don't Google that just in case. I cannot be held responsible if you Google metal scat. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the melody, or the harmony, I guess, of the chorus riff in the background. It was kind of like ba 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 ba. Like it was crunchy enough to like pull your ear towards it, which is super cool. Also, I feel like KORN are just a very much a product of their time, and I'm not sure if it's a stylistic thing that happened a lot during this period of time. And I'm not a drummer, so forgive me if I'm using the wrong language, but on the snare, when he was doing in the verse, he was doing triplets at the start of every bar, is it triplets? I can't fucking remember. But it was a snare style choice of expression that I heard a lot on the Queen of the Damned soundtrack, and I'm willing to believe is very much of a time of nu metal. Do you know what I mean? Also, that's interesting because there's a lot of times in the comment section where people reference nu metal as an influence to someone else or a reason for something else happening in metal, and I find that fascinating because whilst I didn't listen to nu metal, I had friends that definitely did or liked it, and I know they got shit for liking it because it was seen by some people, other metalheads, as not real metal. How do you guys feel about that? Is KORN not considered real metal? Because we might have to get into another argument about like who cares about what's real and what's not. When does it become metal and why does it not? And who gets to decide? Don't even get me started about it again. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. There's no part of me that wasn't going to enjoy it. If you get the chance, definitely go and check out the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. I love it. I could probably sing most of it. Not well, but I could. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about Jonathan Davis' voice? What do you think about the band? What do you think about nu metal as a genre? Let me know in the comment section, as you always do. Thank you again to my patrons. Thank you to all of you out there. Please go forth, share, subscribe, comment. Send me some hate mail about how you think I'm a big fucking idiot. And I will send it to your mother so she can wash your mouth out with soap and water. Until next time, my dudes, indulge in some nostalgia. It's good for you.